Good evening and welcome. You join us for round five, and Lanky joins me in the commentary booth. It is, of course, my first time in the commentary booth. I was previously a driver. I am now commentating. Lanky, welcome in. And Hungary, what a track. Love this track. Gonna be tight in qualifying. It's purely for getting a good qualifying place is purely extremely important. It's one of those tracks where definitely you need a good qualifying position. What do you think we're going to see today? Are we going to get dry weather? Are we going to get mixed conditions?
I I'd like a dry qualifying, and then if we're going to see mixed conditions, the mixed conditions to be in the race. I think that would make for a better spectacle, um, as it does look to be dry to begin with. At the qualifying, we've got a nice bright sunshine,
Mm-hmm.
so the drivers will be happy with that, I would imagine.
Yep. Well, we are missing quite a
But,
few drivers at the minute. Um, so we are just waiting on a few people to join the lobby. We're waiting on, I believe it's Ev, Defi, True Savage, and Josh Rose.
yeah, so hopefully we get them in before qualifying ends. I think who is our first man on track? It's gonna be Devil.
Yeah, Red Devil, yeah. Red Devil is the one who's leading the charge. He's had a solid start to the championship, hasn't he? He's been involved with it. We got a couple of new drivers tonight. We got MYTY Ted 2630, Sam Lewis, and I think that's it. So we've got the three drivers. Lux was meant to be joining.
Yeah, we've got Josh Rose who is trying to join. I have sent him an invite, so hopefully, just sent another one if he can hear me. So hopefully he can get himself it. There he is. So there's another one of our drivers that we are waiting for. As he comes in, Red Devil is beginning his lap on, just about to go around turn one.
Yeah, exactly. And
Tight on the apex.
yeah, just expecting a couple of low 13s at least. I think we're going to see a 13-0 potentially from the likes of Cloud, maybe Defi if he manages to get in. Yeah, a couple of the new lads are quick. Yeah, it's going to be fun, and it does look a little bit cloudy. I just wonder if we're going to see any rain maybe at the back end of the qualifying.
It's hazy in the distance, and
yeah, it can rain, so let's see as he's coming through the end of sector 2.
it's one of those tracks that's so demanding on the downforce already that when you start adding in that rain, it becomes quite a technical track to drive through the middle sector. So yeah, it will be. The rain will bring a big cause for some interesting racing, I think, if it was to come.
Yep. Well, let's go on board with.
Red Devils just slapped the first time on the board. Sorry to interrupt you there with a 13.6. So we are in the 13s, as you were saying.
Yeah, and Ted's 15.4. Konami does a 13.6, 12 thousandths quicker than Red Devil. So let's go on board with Pro Ultra. He's respect cost 13.9. Good lap from Pro Ultra. It's a solid lap. He obviously first runs don't really matter too much. It's just about getting a banker in and just sort of going off it. Let's go on board with New Boy. Sam Lewis, for some reason, he's out on the medium, even though he can, literally pick the softer compound and do multiple runs. So, an interesting choice.
Yeah, I was just seeing who's next to come across the line on the hot lap.
I think it's.
I think be
Gonna be a Red Bull. Sam Lewis, is it?
I think it might be MITY who's on a lap. The Ferrari who's furthest ahead.
Ah,
Sam
yes.
Lewis is just behind him. Yeah, so I think it's going to be MITY as he's just coming out of the second sector now.
Yeah.
With his 53.7 through the middle sector.
Yeah, so this is his first. These are his first laps in off the line racing. Of course, we do lobby resets. Collisions will be turned back on. Grid will be reformed. And these drivers will be able to go and get a drink, go to the toilet, whatever they need. It's going to be a 15-2. So that's going to be a mistake somewhere.
Yeah. But a time on the board as a banker, for now.
Yeah. Zyros did a 120.6, so he's either put in a load of fuel or he's made a big mistake. Josh Rose coming through turn 1.
He's just
Josh Rose,
on
obviously.
the very short second DRS zone.
Yeah, well, he was
almost like the wing on that zone sort of comes into effect, and then you're straight on the brakes, aren't you, with the second one? So it's sort of more one just to finish a move.
Yeah, such a great qualifying lap, I think, Hungary. It's so fast.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to it when you get the middle sector right.
Yeah, lovely, and especially on a wheel. If you're on a wheel, it really feels good. If you're at one with the setup, that is, if you're not, you can understeer and easily invalidate. Just make sure. Can you let us know that both voices are coming through the stream, guys? This is a bit of a new one. I think Josh Rose going to get Paul here. 14-0. It's actually quite a little bit of a run in there, isn't it, from the last corner? I actually didn't think it was that far, but yeah, it's a good 2.5, 3 seconds from the last corner to the finish line. Let's go on board with Cloud, because he's coming around the final 2 corners. He's the lone Aston Martin at the minute.
Yeah, expecting this Cloud to put a decent time on the board, as he does straight away with 13.4. It goes pole.
Yeah, he's quick. Boy's quick. 13.4. It's basically a 0.5, but as a banker, the first runs aren't really that all too important. It's basically the second run where you need to get time, because then you've got time for the third and final run. I'm not sure is it possible to get 4 runs around here at Hungary. It is only a short lap.
It might be possible if you were out like straight away.
Yeah.
Just confirming on the audio, I seem to hear myself, so
yeah, all good then. All good. We
all good on that part.
It's good to see.
Yes, Happy Man's gone up to 8th with his time. He's just gone across the line with 14.9. So he's just leaving 2 people now with LR Luke and Supply Raptor to put a time down. Supply Raptor's still sitting in the pit.
Yeah, Supply Raptor, he potentially might do a last to first. Who knows? Luke, let's go on board with Luke. He hasn't set a time. He's in the house tonight. He's reserving yet again. Usually races in European Division 2. But he is reserving for AM. He has been for a few weeks. It's good to see Happy Man back, isn't it? He's been missing since, I think, round 2. So yeah, he's back, and Luke does a pretty solid job there, to be fair. 14.1.
Yeah, so pretty much Supply's now on his outlap, so everybody's got their bankers down now, and I wonder if we're going to see anybody go for another solid run, or whether they're going to try and save a set of softs maybe and just do the 2. But
well, what we are going to see is Sam Lewis.
That are back out already.
Sam Lewis is out on his first soft run, so I know earlier he DM'd me and he said he did a 13.3. So if he's got that sort of pace, that would put him right in the mixture of it. Ice Cream just saying, my ego is glad I'm not racing as half the grid of beat his PB. So yeah,
Yeah, I feel the same. Don't worry.
yeah, no harm there, mate. We're in the same boat.
I think
Trust.
mine's like 16, so I'll be lucky to get low 15s. I think so. I think for me, I'll be around like where Ty Clear is at like 15.8. Yeah, I know how he feels.
So let's have a look at his second sector time. This will be a good. Right, so he's half a second up. So this is going to put him around the second row. If he can just pip Pro Ultra. Pro Ultra invalidated his second run, or he abandoned it at least. So I'm expecting Pro Sam Lewis to go to P3 here. Sorry,
coming
P4.
round, yeah.
P4. Sorry.
Just about to finish.
Yeah, it's a solid lap. 13 seconds.
Hang on, look. P4. Look at that.
Josh Rose, he's starting his lap. Ted has retired, so he's had enough. Supply Raptor is on a flying lap. Let's go on board with him. He's actually invalidated, so we'll go back on board with Josh Rose as he comes through turn 2, down towards turn 3, flat out, all the way up to turn 4. I love this left-hander. It's just a quick little downshift, slam it in, and use the curb, rotate the car. It really is. I actually think this is probably one of the
that corner gives me flashbacks.
Yeah, I think drivers actually really love this track to driving qualifying. Just anything with this sort of change of direction, you know, like Japan, Silverstone, even Kota.
You don't mind a cheeky switchback up there?
I don't mind this cheeky switchback up there, no. Okay, so Josh Rose is improving.
He's improving, yeah. So the track as well as driving knowledge, but the evolution on Hungary, I think I remember from when I last was on it through the qualifying, was quite
solid improvement.
A fair bit.
Supply Raptor has left the session. If you can just get him back in.
Yep.
Yeah, tight. Josh Rose. I don't think he would have. I think he would have expected to be a little bit ahead of that. Tie clear. Cloud goes fastest with a 13.3, so he's got a 10th and a half in hand over the rest of the field. But it is relatively close. I mean, there's a bit of a gap towards sort of P9 downwards. I'd expect Supply Raptor to essentially get in the 13s.
Konami is on a lap here.
Yeah, he's got time to do this.
Seeing him coming up, yeah, through the chicane in the middle sector. Oh, a little bit of
he's lost it.
Bounce on there. That would have cost him time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna.
Don't really want to lift the car on any of them curbs.
Yeah, he's lost all that momentum. So I'd be interested to see if he's up. Oh yeah, he's gonna be abandoning this and save it for his last run. Tie clear.
Save the tyres.
I think is Tie clear gonna box and then go for one last run later. He is.
Someone, he's coming up your favourite bit up the hill.
There we are. TY is on a push lap, but I'm not sure if he should be setting this with the time. It's going to take him over, a minute and 20 to get around on the cool down lap. So yeah, I think he's pretty much acknowledged that and called it. Pro Ultra.
Hey, Pro's Ultra. I was on board with him just saying his car seems to ride that curb. He took I'd say about the same amount of curb as Josh Rose did, but his car seemed to ride it a lot nicer. It didn't unsettle him as much.
Yeah, well, Josh Rose and Pro Ultra, I think both represent Team Aversia, so they're both going to have, I'd imagine the same setup. So
everybody in the pit over there.
Well, Supply Raptor is the only one out on the track, so he's got the track to himself. It's interesting that these drivers coming out now, it clearly shows that they just want the track. They're they're not too bothered about the track ramping up, because at this point, will it ramp up that much that you need to go right at the end?
You
I'm not
wouldn't need to
sure.
start thinking until 2.5 minutes, really, would you? Like for a last minute dash to leave yourself enough time.
What do you think Supply Raptor's going to do? If he nails the lap, I reckon he's going to get himself P3.
I reckon. Yeah, I was just about to say around the Red Devil Konami time,
Purely,
4 or 5.
yeah, purely because it's his first lap. I think had he set a bank, he would maybe be looking at pole potentially, but because it's a one-shot quali, he may just be a little too safe. I mean, I don't even know if is he pushing? Is he doing a double out lap?
He looks to
No, he is
be,
pushing.
but the back end is a little bit squirrely coming through there. Then,
Yeah,
like he's trying to hold, he's holding on to it.
yeah, and a lot of these drivers
Jerry
will
is
have
for it.
a lot of these drivers will have qualifying setups as well. So
Yeah,
you
because
probably,
obviously
yeah.
with the reset,
Yeah, exactly.
you don't need to run a race setup in the qualifying and in preparation. As we've just had a purple middle sector off.
Nick Harris got in, but I wonder if he's gonna have enough time to set a lap.
Oh, he's gone in. Why he's not putting it down?
Yeah, well, I don't think
Yeah,
he's.
the purple middle.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna have time to get out though. Let's go on board with Josh Rose, because
No.
he's coming through second two. If you can just let EV97 know, he can join. It'll have to be in the lobby reset, but it will start at the back of the grid.
Yeah.
Josh Rose, okay. I don't think Josh Rose has timed this particularly well. Let's go on board with Pro Ultra, because he's going to be one of the first ones to set his final lap. Oh, in fact, Nick did get out. So he will get a quali.
Yeah.
So imagine the state of it.
Out.
Yeah, imagine it if he manages to plump it on pole position after being late to the lobby and barely getting out.
I don't think Supply's going to make it. He was very like, he was like on 2:10 when it changed out lap for him.
He's
Close.
he's gonna be on it. He's gonna be close, isn't he?
He's going to have to do a hot lap to get there.
What's Cloud doing here? Okay, so Cloud's nearly a 10th up.
Oh, Josh has spun. He's spun. Coming around the corner before the final one. I don't know the corner number there. Mine's on blank, but the one before pit entry, the hairpin, the left-hander. I don't know if he's just too much throttle. I didn't look like he touched the curb or anything. The back end just swooped away from him.
Cloud's absolutely flying. He's on the brink of breaking into the 12s here. He's 2.5 tenths up, flying through the final sector. Here he comes. They asked Martin, crossing the line. What can he do? Can he get in the 12s? Yes. No, he can't. It's a 13-0. Oh. It's close.
13 flat.
It's extremely close, but it's still.
That's gonna take some beating.
Yeah, that's 4 tenths clear of P2. That's a hell of a lap.
There's only one person I'd put money on being close to that, I think, going off of the first few races I've watched with these guys, and that's Nick Arrow.
Yeah, lad's quick, isn't he?
Yeah, so I think we've had a 13-2 off Zyro, so that's what I was just about to say. I might, that's where I thought we might have seen Nick Arrow put himself around, but
yeah, and Sam Lewis as well, 13-5
maybe
puts
he slots
himself
in.
puts himself into P5. Pro Ultra, what's he doing?
Looking quick around that final corner.
Oh my
12.8
days,
off of
Nick
Nick
Arrow,
Arrow.
have a
Oh
day
my
off. Oh mate,
God, come
what is
on.
this guy?
What a lap.
One
But,
shot superstar,
I
Nick
did
Arrow,
say one person.
12.8.
Yeah,
Just,
the only
just
one person.
honestly,
It had to be the TF10 boys.
oh man,
That's crazy. That 12s, I wouldn't
what a
even
lap!
dream of
Like,
getting into that. Like,
talk about clutch.
turns up last minute and goes, there you go, lads.
That is something. That is quite something.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's everybody. That is
Yeah,
qualifying done.
yeah,
That is our grid set.
yeah, that is it. We will get the lobby resets, and then we will get is it EV97 in?
Are you on the screenshots?
I can do it. So
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure before the timer runs out whether I was doing that bit or you were.
who was 15th? Was it Supply? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're good. Yeah. So
I've got EV to get in.
yeah, Evie's going to start 16th, and then there's your grid. But what a lap! What a lap! 12.8.
Yeah. We thought the 13 flat was going to be
He barely got in. He barely got into the
secure,
lobby.
and then
He barely
yeah,
got in. The lad was down the shops.
it was question marks whether he was going to get
Barely
out
gets
in
in,
time.
and then he just drops the 12.8. I mean, it's always honestly
How to make an
class.
entrance, eh?
It's honestly class.
That's how you make an entrance.
But you know, that's life. You know, if you want to improve, you got to race these guys. Yeah, you know, they're super quick, super competitive. You know, obviously played the game a lot. Yeah, Josh Rose just saying he popped into the vending machine. Hey, nothing wrong with a vending machine at the fucking gym.
Now you're burning it off, or you've just pre-done that.
Yep, so here we go, the standard routine.
The Aston Martin drops it off the line.
Wait.
Yeah, the chaos of retiring from the first race.
I'm not sure MYTY acknowledges it.
Yeah.
Just crash, bro. Just crash.
If you can hear us, just crash out because it's a reset. You're all good. He's gone in the chat. I think he's wondering what's going on. He's in the Discord chat. Like, yeah. Guy's just sat there thinking.
Yeah, he's like, oh my god,
have I just won?
Yeah,
have I just won?
What we just seen?
10 seconds? Did I just win a Grand Prix in less than a minute?
Yeah, so Stephen Bunton. Go on, Stephen Bunton.
First grid of the week set.
Yep, so there we go. Ferrari win. Well done, MIT. That's the game. That's the race. That's get a screenshot. Yeah, so we'll reset the set the lobby. Everyone can go get a drink. We're going to be readying up. I'd imagine we'll be readying up around sort of 35 minutes past the hour. Once everybody gets past this sort of stage of the lobby. 14-1 apparently is pathetic from Crypto. He says he can do a 13-3. So obviously, if he's doing a 13-3, he can look quite promising, can't he? Ahead to Wednesday. But for now, we're going to just play some music while we reset the lobby. And yeah, we'll be back in a moment.
Rave time.
Right. Well, we are back. Lanky. The greater sets.
Yep.
The drivers need to get their setups back on, of course. Hungary, but all a lot from Nick Arrow. Cloud as well. The Aston Martins 1-2. We've come to sort of expect it. They fully delivered.
Yeah, I think real Aston Martin might need to have a little look at them.
Yeah,
But no,
well,
these guys, they've been quick pretty much every race that I've watched them. They are the ones to beat, as I would think, amongst all the other drivers. Oh, we are looking dry.
yep, that's the way. It's a dry weather.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, these guys are just going to get their race setups on. It's an interesting track, this, isn't it? For it's purely, hard medium or medium hard, but the strategy around this race, I'd like to see a mixture in the tires. Um,
Thermal deg is a big one around
yeah,
here, isn't it?
yeah,
Like you're
exactly.
changing directions so much, like, and the tires don't really. You've only got that one big straight really down the start finish line, so they don't really get much chance to cool down.
Yeah, absolutely. But I fully expect. Um, I think if the Aston Martin drivers go medium, I think they could potentially sort of get away. But this is a track that can bring out safety cars. So I personally prefer the medium to hard strategy here. But equally, if the front guys are going to the hard, then everybody's gonna have to follow suit, I think.
Yeah, and it's one of those tracks as well where you sort of need to. You want to do your best driving every race, but you want to it's kind of a little bit like what people do. Some people do relate to it, like Monaco. Like you want to be putting your best, like your best driving down, because even a tiny mistake around here can cost you so much. And then with there only being the one DRS, you haven't really got a lot to catch that back up if you do lose it. So it's one of those that you sort of you want to be sending it obviously as quick as you can because that's the whole part of racing. But you've got to try and do it to the best that you can because yeah, any mistake and it's even like I say, even a small one, it's going to cost you big time. I know that myself as I do it too many times around Hungary. It's the curbs. I take too much of the chicane and in sector 2. I know my mistakes and I still make them. I don't fix them.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
usually people learn from their mistakes, but you know,
let's have a
there's one
look.
of them.
Let's have a look because the setups are now being they've now been applied. They've readied up. They've been given the green flag, and we are about to get ready for 35 laps of Hungary. You can get the tires on your screen and let me know what's going on. But we are here for 35 laps of the Hungarian Grand Prix at Off the Line Racing. It's round 5. It's lights out, and away we go. And it does look like Nick Arrow, the pole sitter, is on the hard compound. Let's have a look. It looks like Cloud's going to have a look at his teammate up the inside of turn 1. Round the outside goes a bit deep there from the V-carb. A slight contact there. But it does look like they're just about...
I'll come around.
Looks like they're just about... God, oh, it's a bit of a send there from the from the McLaren. That was Josh Rose sticking his nose in, but they're all facing the right way. We've got Ted who's dropped off. I'm not really sure what. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's
I
happening
think
to
those two have
EV.
had a moment. No damage on the kick. Just the Haas has got a bit of damage on the left side, or a fair bit. damage on the left side of the wing, so he's going to be coming into the pit to get that fixed.
Yeah.
I would more than likely think.
Let's get the tyres
We'll
on
go
the go.
back to the front. Yeah, we've got one person on the mediums, which is Sam Lewis.
Sam Lewis going for the offset, essentially. Well, I suppose it is the offset now, isn't it? Because he's gone against what everyone else is doing. So they are doing the hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing the hard to medium. He's doing the medium to hard. Provided he can keep up on the opening stint, which you would have to say he should. He's going to have a hell of an undercut because... Yeah, but the undercut he's going to get on that medium, because he'll come out in fresh air, he'll be able to pump in quali laps. So if he can keep up with these drivers and box around sort of lap, I don't know, 12 to 14, get the undercut on the hards, he's going to have probably an 8-lap undercut. But at the end of the race, he may be struggling.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a snap off of Arrow coming through the chicane then. Didn't cost him too much on the car behind.
Yeah, Pro Ultra's just about lost the 1 second to Konami. Konami doing a really good show. Sam Lewis, he's had a moment, I think.
Yellow flag,
yeah. He's had a moment. So just talking about his strategy, he's got no left.
He's lost an end plate.
Yeah, I'm not... What's happened there? I wonder if he's just dropped it, or did he get a collision? We'll never know. Well, we will know.
Taking the hards to the end would be a big shout.
Yeah, I think he'd
nurse them.
He'd probably have to go hard. Just get the pit lane, get new hards, keep it in the race, and maybe lock into a safety car. As okay, so the game's just giving a virtual safety car for that. That's ridiculous.
It was, yeah.
That's a ridiculous virtual safety car. What is the game doing there? He literally retired in the pit lane.
Yeah, he was in the pit lane.
Yeah, no, 100%
he got the 10 second speeding in, yeah, so, because he got the 10 second for speeding into it, so he was definitely in the pit lane.
Yeah, it looks like the Aston Martins have got damage. In fact, it's Cloud who's got the damage. This is a long safety car, to be fair.
Considering he was in the, like I say, he was in the pit lane, it wasn't like there was any caution, like any debris or like anything on the track. Say it was, or a car, or it was off track. I would have thought it would have got back green by now.
Got a
speeding under safety, yeah.
The Aston Martins are going at it.
We got the Aston. Oh, yeah. Little bump, little love tap. Nothing major. They both lived, which is the main thing.
Well, yeah, but I mean that damage is really going to slow down Cloud through this section.
I didn't see Cloud pick up damage from it.
Yeah, I think he just... They're obviously under a delta, aren't they? So I think Nick's just
stopped, oh yeah, Cloud in front, he's missing a right end plate. He has got damage, I didn't see him lose it. But he is the one in front, so he can sort of, like, especially through here, like he can keep the car in the middle of the track as his teammate's making the move round the outside of the hairpin. Yeah, I'm not sure the camera angle, but yeah, he's got the move done round the outside with that wing's really hurting. That's going to be a bit of a stinker, you know, not what Cloud was wanting, but it depends how bad it is, whether he can live to the pit stop or whether he's going to need to stop early. If these two keep bouncing off the way they are, though, he's going to pick up a bit more, and he will be making that stop early. They need to start working together if they want to get away.
Yeah, I think once Nick sort of gets in the lead, he should be able to squander off. He's obviously got the no damage, so to speak. But it's a battle now up to P7. Yeah, so Pro just caught back up.
Seen that Josh Rose has just come out. He's on 1 lap old mediums, so he's stopped for that wing.
Yeah, so apparently Ultra moved under braking, and then squeeze at turn 1. So it's interesting. Pro Ultra in 7th. Let's have a look at the position gains. So the top 5 haven't improved, but Supply Raptor up 9, which is a great start in the first 6 laps.
Is Clouds going down the inside? They're making contact again. They're stuck together. Oh, these Aston Martins, they are really wheel banging around turn 1. That's allowed the kick and the Alpine to get through. And that's put them now back down to 3rd and 4th. So these two, the way that they're battered in, is really not helping out any of their races. Sorry to interrupt you there. It was right on the moment with them two stuck together.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Nick having a moment there.
Yeah, these two are going at it.
This is with
each other.
Not 0 to.
Let 2 through, and it could let more of the Konami's right there waiting. There's a couple of them hanging right behind. There's 3 cars that are close enough to capitalize on it. You got Pro Ultra, Supply Raptor, and Konami. Before any sort of substantial gap, then with the almost 1.5 seconds to Luke.
Yeah, Luke not quite in the DRS, but is closing. These drivers obviously battling. We're going to see a move by Konami on the inside of the Aston Martin of Cloud. Cloud obviously got that damage, and this might be one around the outside. A little bit of a squeezer from the Aston, which is entitled to do, but it's going to be a good move by the looks of it.
Yeah, that was good racing through there.
Yeah, lovely racing from Konami. Cloud can't really do too much with that damage.
He's just got to try and hold on, really, hasn't he, to around the expected pit stop. If he's going to change it, because changing it now, his hards would be gone by the end.
Yeah, and this is obviously going to hold up Supply Raptor a little bit with that damage, so Supply Raptor, I'm not surprised, has tried to make a move early. He has in fact got that job done. Cloud can't really do much about this. And now it's Red Devils' time to get up to the back of the leader. Luke has in fact caught up to the DRS now. He's just dropped out. Oh, a little bit of a spike there.
We got MYT just making a move on edge now in turn 1 to put him up into the points for 10th.
Yeah, so that's exactly. Yeah,
into the first lot of the points for him so far. Because Supply Raptor has left, so I shall get him an invite.
Yeah, that's exactly the time where he didn't want
so he disconnected.
To leave the session.
Get him in hopefully nice and quick. He's got his invite there, so hopefully he can get back in and get back control of his car.
He did
pretty
this
swiftly.
He did this at Melbourne, didn't he? He was having a good race, and then he lagged out essentially, and that broke up the DRS train. I don't know why we're getting lag spikes here.
Why is EV on the inters?
Who?
EV has just come out of the pits on the inters.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Is there rain coming?
Well,
We obviously, me and you, we don't know the weather.
I doubt it.
Yes, there is. The rain is falling. I think there is rain falling.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I saw a raindrop then. Yes.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But
So this could help EV getting it. Yeah, because Cloud's now
Red
gone on to the
Devils,
inters. We've got rain coming.
Red Devils lagged out. Can you get him in?
Yep. I
Uh,
didn't see his name pop up.
no, I haven't seen
Bad,
him
my
lag out
apologies.
either.
No, it didn't come up saying that, unless it must have been like the same time supply. So
Yeah, I've not seen him lag out.
Yeah,
Look at
it
the
didn't show
leader.
both.
Look at Not Zoros. He's checked out. Yeah,
but
and
there's
it's
3
that
on the
rain.
inters now, so the rain is coming.
Yeah, but it's. Oh yeah, he did lag. I didn't even realize he left.
No, it didn't come up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unless it was like exactly the same time as Supply Raptor, so it only showed. I don't know.
Okay. I think. Oh yeah, Nick Arrow missing front right end plate. So, this is interesting because
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but
The way they were bouncing off each other.
Yeah, if it's going to the wet conditions, I think he might be alright to get away with that. And the rain is coming down now, isn't it?
They're gonna go slow anyway. Yeah, and he's made a move on the Red Bull. Oh, that's close. Red Bull moving up behind him then of TTB Konami. That is.
Yeah.
He's just got himself in front.
Yeah. I wonder. Well, I mean, it still looks like there's enough grip out there. Red Devil has obviously dropped down because he did lag out, but
Gyro's pulled 2 seconds on Arrow, so he's managing to get away with obviously Arrow having that damage to his right end plate isn't helping him at all at the moment now with this rain coming in to be on the current tyre.
Yeah, Cloud boxed. He's got a new front wing as well, so he's gone for a major undercut, and really he wants he needs it to start raining. But he's got Josh Rose ahead. Josh Rose himself.
Rain is starting to come down a bit quicker.
Okay, so this will explain why Josh Rose went onto the mediums then.
Yeah, because there was pointless going for the hards.
Yeah, I was saying that he started on the hard anyway, didn't he? So.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Konami coming down towards turn 1. DRS is still enabled. Is he going to make a move? He is into turn 1. And that's going to be the Red Bull 3, you'd imagine. He's going to have the second dose of DRS, and he might hang it around the outside.
It's got straight line speed. He didn't. Like, there wasn't much gain having the wing open for that Red Bull.
Yeah, but look, the gap at the front. I mean, this is
3
perfect for the
seconds
race
almost.
leader because he can pretty much, well, if he chooses to, he can stay out an extra lap and react. He doesn't need to be the first one to jump into the pit lane. So
I do think we're going to start seeing that rain's coming down a bit heavier now. So I do think the remaining people we're going to start seeing stop within the next lap or two.
yeah, I'm just going to check the time. Let's go on board with the leader because his time will be the most representative. He's got clean air. Clean air is obviously very important around here. Let's just see how much he's off the pace. In fact, is he going to pit? No, he stays out for one more. What's the fastest lap here? Let's have a look at fastest laps. So he's just under 1:21.5. Okay, so he's 4.5 seconds off. Off his best time.
Yeah.
So it's
Cloud
still
is already up behind Josh.
Yeah, for now it is still dry enough.
Yeah, they must be hitting that crossover period where there's not much difference yet. Like I think the Inter's starting to gain, as we see Josh Rose now go in. So I think the Inter's starting to
I wanna
get
look
the
at
advantage over the slicks now.
I wanna look at Cloud's gap to the leader because that's gonna be the one where you're telling, and it does look like it's just about on the crossover.
Yeah, it's quite even through turn 1.
Yeah, it's starting to come down now. You can see the gap through the corners. It's now 32-0, so the crossover is now essentially so Yeah, it's going to be
Expect to
interesting.
see
I
it.
think the thing is it going to get
Stop.
wet enough? Like, is this it? Is this the sort of?
I mean, it does look pretty grim. It's pretty grey in that sky now.
Yeah, but
Um,
it's not massively
but that
wet,
doesn't mean it's going to come
and
down. No.
by the time by the time Cloud sort of gains
This
enough,
track's quick.
he's possibly
Hot
going
on
to
your
need to.
tyres.
Yeah, he's possibly going to need to pit anyway. So, um,
Hmm.
yeah, I mean,
Maybe what is, how much does the interval come down on? He's now 31 and a half on the leader, Cloud. So
Oh, we got a spinner.
31.
That
He's
is,
knocked nearly a second off in that lap. So yeah, I think
is that Red
it's
Devil?
that inter point.
I think it was Red Devil who's had a spin.
Supply wraps is our first one to pick up a penalty.
This is a good little battle. So there's a huge field spread here because some have gambled on this intermediate tyre, and I don't think it's quite worked.
No, not as early as some of them went. Like it seems like now is time to like from 12 onwards.
Oh, big slide there.
Because it does seem to be getting darker.
5.5 seconds down, and this is second sector. So, yeah, I think now is the time. I think now this is the lap to box. And yeah, Not Zero goes in. Nick Arrow's gone in. Konami's gone in. So this is it. This is it.
On Zyros when this pit's over with.
Yeah, they're all boxing. Red Devil.
Was Cloud behind? Yeah, Cloud was behind Arrow, wasn't he? So.
Yeah, he's going to be way down, isn't he? But he had to box. You got to remember he had 5 seconds for a new front wing, so he's been able to put in quali laps in. He's going to be sort of around the top 5, I think. If he can get.
He's coming down the straight now. He's going to be close. He's going to be behind him, but he's going to be close.
Yeah, he's going to be behind.
Right behind his teammate.
His tyres are going to be warm. So I don't think he would mind that. Obviously, his tyres are going to be older, but
he's definitely not lost anything.
No, and I think Nick Arrow. I think Nick Arrow also.
Wing as well.
I think Nick Arrow's changed his wing, so he's lost a few spots.
Yeah.
But he's now back on the pace.
And right, just under, right on the second mark of Supply and Pro Ultra, who are current where they were just exchanging positions. There's a little battle now going on with the three of them because Nick Arrow's now right on the back of them. So these three are closest near the front at the moment. Zyros has got himself a nice healthy lead towards the end of that first stint when he pulled that couple of seconds.
Yes, here we go. I haven't seen DRS disabled yet, and there you go. You can see it.
No,
DRS is still enabled. So it's obviously a bit of a send there from Nick on Pro Ultra. And it's Pro Ultra having a look back. He's going to send it to the outside, and Nick covers it off quite nicely. The inside, a bit of understeer there from. Oh, bit of understeer. You could see it. Pro Ultra understeered. He tried to keep the power down, understeered into the rear left of Nick Arrow, and that is
taking his Arrow's wing off completely.
Yeah, but to be honest.
It was just he was a passenger, wasn't he, Arrow? I think is the only way to put that, like a passenger to the spin.
Yeah, there was room given on him on Pro Ultra. Pro Ultra, to be fair, it wasn't that outrageous. You know, it was hard racing, and it's just sadly it's just gone slightly wrong.
It looked like he was just a passenger. Like I say, Arrow was a passenger of a slight mistake from Pro.
Yeah, I mean, this could also benefit him because
safety car's out, so they can get fresh pair of boots on for Cloud, maybe.
Yeah, the front two are boxing.
It depends
This
how
is
much.
I don't.
Where?
I don't see the need to box here for a new set of intermediates. I mean, they've only just come in on the.
I mean, how much did Cloud and that take
Yeah, I
out
mean,
of
I
the
get it to
tyres
Cloud.
before
Cloud,
it got wet
yeah,
enough? Yeah.
Yeah, Cloud.
But the other guys.
Yeah, I mean, at least now they know they can get to the end. Red Devil is staying out. I don't blame him for staying out here. He's going to gain a couple of free positions. I know his tyres are going to be a little bit worse, but in these conditions, I think it's going to hold out. And to be fair, the one person who didn't want to see a safety car is the race leader, or was the race leader, and not Zyrox. So it's interesting. It's brought it all back. We're going to regroup, and yeah, Luke of all people leading the race.
Yeah, he's on currently three lap old tyres, so there's not much difference in his tyres at the moment, right? With them still being new compared to the brand new ones behind, because Zyro and Konami behind them are both on brand new. But I wouldn't imagine that 3 lap difference would show anything just yet.
Interestingly, the Ferrari of MYTY is on the medium.
So is it going to come back dry? It's going to be one of them races. Is
well,
this
I don't
just
know.
a passing shower? A passing shower.
It looks far too wet for the medium. I think he's gonna have to pit
Right
here.
now, yeah, because you can see the rain splashing, and that's usually a good sign that the track's too wet. when you start seeing the rain splashing.
I don't get this. You can see how much he's struggling, and
is it a mistake?
This is a weird one. For me, it looks deadly obvious it's intermediates, but I suppose if you're confident, you're confident. You can see it, even at this slow pace, he's turtling around the track. He's sliding it off turn 3, and he's not full throttle. He's gonna have to box. This is just an outrageous strategy call.
Doing a Norris at Sochi.
Well, yeah, or Stroll.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be fair. It's in rhythm with a Ferrari strategy.
Yeah.
it's a perfect strategy for.
But they got a new strategy, haven't they? Just get your car disqualified.
Let's be fair. What was the Hamilton reason? I didn't actually.
Skid block was.
Oh, it was skid block, was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I seen Charles and Gasly was underweight.
Underweight, yeah, 1 kilo or something, I think. But I suppose kilo's a kilo.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the guidelines are there. If they say this much and you're below it, then you're below it.
Yeah,
whether it's a kilo or 10 kilos.
Yeah, so the McLaren of Josh Rose is boxing. What is he gonna do?
Oh, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll.
It's surely gonna be just another set of intermediates. Yeah, it is. So he's waited to the end.
Yeah, so either that's a gamble that he's found out is not right, or a genuine mistake that he set the wrong tyre or forgot to change the tyre to Inters when he's... No, because was he already on the Inter?
He was on Inters.
So he has changed it already, yeah. So
he's changed it to the intermediate, but he's waited to the end. So he has got the freshest tyres, but yeah, most of these have done laps under the safety car, so they won't pick up next to no damage on their tyres. Yeah, I feel.
They're going to be
Yeah,
really cold
I
though.
think the Ferrari's gonna struggle here, and if I was Edge, I'd be sending it right into turn 1 because it's gotta be on.
If
I
this
mean,
goes to the end, I think Konami's
that said, the rain is
in
only
a
light.
good spot here.
It is only light.
Yeah, it's splashing though. That's
Yeah.
when you can see the droplets hitting like that. But there's not much of a distinctive like shine, is there, to suggest a lot of surface water? The safety car has been called.
Yeah. Well, I know Luke's had 2 laps at race speed, but yeah, he won't be that much worse. And it is difficult. I think if Zyrox can get past Luke, I think Konami will have a difficult time. And Luke is gone. And he's got good traction coming off the final corner. And already, MYT is being passed by Ted. MYT is in the pit lane. He's had enough. He's
looking.
Racing room left.
Yeah, plenty.
This is where you're going to show because
he's got the traction on Luke though, so them slightly younger tyres have had the better grip on the restart.
Yeah, Luke giving a lot of room there. And to be fair, it's good racing because you wash out. Through that corner. Let's go on board with Konami because he's watching this and Luke completely backs out and he had to.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see the 3 wide moment then. They looked like it. And then I think the Red Bull thought better of it.
It just looked to me that Luke wanted to battle and then just completely backed out and it just took everyone else by surprise.
Yeah. But definitely a good start from Zyro there, and now with that he's already over a second ahead of Luke. So Zyro had the traction straight off from that safety car. Yeah. But he's only on 3 laps younger tyres, so I didn't expect there to be that much of a traction difference, but clearly there was.
Well, we got a Ferrari Ghost in.
Is set up.
So the Astons are making some moves. They're now 5th and 6th. Both got their damage repaired. Both on intermediate. So it is, as Konami sends it on Luke.
On Luke now, yeah.
Yeah. And Red Devil is going to be the next one. I think Supply Raptor's having some right connection issues tonight.
Yeah. Rather than another one.
This does happen quite often, to be fair. The Red Devil can't quite get past Luke. And, he's going to want to make a move. Lap 20 or 35.
These two, there's only a lap difference between their tyres. So these two, LR Red Devil, are much more evenly matched on the tyres compared to the front two. Zyros is going away. He's at 1.7 now. We've got Arrow picking up our second person to pick up a penalty.
Yeah, just having a look. Cloud on the inside of Red Devil. Nothing doing this time. 3 seconds. It's a bit of a send there from Cloud. The door was open. It's clean racing.
Got the move done.
He's got it done, yeah.
I think.
And
yeah,
Luke's
ahead.
boxing. So
Luke's struggling.
Where's he? Yeah, but I don't see. Yeah, okay. So
setup issue.
Yeah, maybe. It could be.
Sure we'll find out.
Yeah, it could be a controller issue or anything, can it? So
in the chat. Yeah.
So
he was in a good position there. So that's like sad to see, really. He could have been on for a good end to the race.
Yeah, he certainly could.
So something's gone wrong, obviously seriously wrong for him. His car's coming back out, he's tired in. I hate it when it does
Happy
that.
Man getting a bit of a happy slide.
As MYTY is also just retired.
Oh, it's getting wetter there now.
In the pit. Yeah. It might be going to full wet soon. Who's that that's high clear? As you can see how much the drivers are now starting to struggle, as we've got another person who's just picked up a 3-second time penalty, so the warnings are starting to rack up.
Yeah, and
they're
that's them.
sliding about and
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they're sliding out and they're
grip.
just overstepping the mark. I don't think Red Devil's got
trying
the
to
pace.
find their limits on the grip.
Yeah, I don't think he's got the pace here in the wet conditions. I think we're going to see.
You know where I was saying there wasn't much of a shine on the track. It's a bit like a mirror now. So it's definitely wet now.
Yeah, it's definitely wet now. Yeah.
If you look at the tyre marks, it looks like they're locked up all the way, leaving skid marks behind them. So yeah, I think we may even see a switch from the wets before the end of this race if it carries on the way it is. It is very wet for these intermediates now. There's no line at all, no dry line at all.
Yeah, but the problem is that on this game, the wets are basically, unless it is absolutely showering it down, you don't want to be on the wets. Like the Inter,
they are slow.
Yeah, the Inter's the tyre. Okay, so Luke's saying that he lost force feedback, so yeah, he's retired. So that's the correct thing to do if you feel like you're struggling that much that you.
It's not easy to drive a car when you can't feel it.
We got a spinner. We got Edge. He's dropped it on the chicane, so maybe he's taking too much curb coming over turn 5 and 6, 6 and 7. Sorry. And just lost the back end essentially. Cloud is right on the back of Konami. Heading towards the final turn. He's a bit far behind. I don't expect a move on this occasion. Or he's sending it. He's just having a sneak. Red Devil now 9 tenths behind Nick Arrow, so they're starting to get a move on.
Oh, we've got yellow flag. Happy Man's dropped it.
Nah, he's in the pits.
No, he hasn't. Yeah, he's in the pit. I was trying to find him. I just surmised he dropped it because it was a yellow flag.
Edge is having Edge and Ted are having a battle. These two know each other from other leagues, so they'll be having a bit of fun on track.
Devil's just had a moment. He's dropped back a little bit. He's now got Josh Rose right behind him.
Yeah, he's dropped it to Supply Raptor, hasn't he? He's dropped it and lost. Yeah, he's dropped it and Supply Raptor's got through, and now he's got Josh Rose for company.
The thing I have noticed is Zyro isn't gaining anymore on the car behind. For the last lap and a half, it stayed around between 2 to 2.3 seconds.
Oh,
between him
pitting.
and Konami, so.
Cloud's pitting, so this
is it wet time? EV's on the wets. It's wet time.
Is it wet or is it fresh inters? I think fresh inters.
We'll see what Cloud puts on. And Red Devil, because Red Devil's just come in also. But EV's opted for the wets.
Fresh inters for Cloud.
It's fresh inters for Cloud, yeah. Red Devil, he's going for
fresh inters.
He's going for the greens as well. Yep.
Yeah. So fresh inters. He's come out in clean air as well. He has got a couple of cars ahead of him, but they probably will not be too much of a hindrance.
He's closing.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. Like, do they not think that these inters won't get all the way, or? Because I mean, you are conceding a full pit stop behind. That's quite some way to go to catch up.
Yeah.
And I think, to be honest with you, if they are going to pit, it needs to be now for the race leader. Because Cloud was catching.
We've got EV and Ty. Ty has just gone for the wets, but EV has just picked up, I think that's his second time. No, that's his first.
Okay,
I think that was his second.
Cloud's already. Guy's already passed Ted.
Nick Arrow's got 10 seconds speed in the pit lane. I'd imagine that's just struggling to slow down
Yeah, he's
in
literally.
these conditions.
Yeah, literally. He's just obviously not. Well, he's broke, but he's just slid into the pit. So
Yeah. The
it is
grip
what it
wasn't
is.
there for him to slow down quick enough.
Red Devil is in P10. He's coming up to the back of the Haas driver as Nick Arrow comes out ahead of the Haas driver. So yeah, now we're going to see some quali laps. So this is the thing with the wet conditions. We got wet tyres on the Haas versus fresh intermediates.
Yeah, with 10 laps to go.
Saying that, Nick's. I'll tell you what, Nick's moving it quite a bit as well. Alright, so this is about the closest battle. Let's go on board, Nick. Just want to see a retraction button. So it is tricky out there. I'm gonna look at the gap from the leader to Cloud because that's kind of where. So it's 20 seconds. Is it coming down? It is coming down, but with only 9 laps to go, is it coming down enough?
The back end looks a little bit slidey on Zyro. So that he could just be struggling with age, but is it because it's getting too wet for them as well? I mean, he is on 10 lap old, same as Konami and Supply Raptor. He's still at 2.3. Like him and Konami have been around the like the 2 to 2.5 second mark now for the past 5-6 laps. So they're putting in similar lap times. As Konami's decided he's had enough of them, he's going.
Yeah, but he's gonna lose track position now. So he's essentially he's gonna have fresher tires, but I don't know. I think track position around here is so crucial.
Yeah, it's like Monaco, and it's key really. Like you can get overtake. It's obviously it's a lot easier to get overtakes done here than Monaco, but
Konami's got on
it's
the wets.
probably up there as being maybe like the second or third hardest track to make overtakes on.
So there's not much action
It's just
happening
that
at
one
the
point,
minute.
really. Too narrow everywhere else. It's not just the turns in it. It's how narrow the track is.
I'll tell you what, EV 9714 is closing the gap on Nick. So maybe the wets are the call now. And Konami might have
It
played
does look like there's a bit of a drier line though where the cars are disturbing the water. You can see there's a line that's not as shiny as the rest. So the inters could still be like, it could be at that point where there's not a major difference between the two, and it might stay that way. As I say, there is a darker line that's formed.
Yeah.
A duller line, so the actual racing line isn't as wet as the as the rest of the track. I wonder if any. I'm gonna watch one of the wet guys in a minute, see if any of them like are going for the wetter line Because that's usually a sign, isn't it? Because they'll be struggling with heat if it's not wet enough for them.
It's interesting though, isn't it? How what's the gap now? 16 seconds now, Cloud to the leader. So the race leader's not pitting now. He's overcommitted now. He can't make a pit lane pit stop now. He'll come out way too far down.
Yeah, he's well supplies. Ed Cloud. You got supply with the penalty, but yeah, where it would pull it, how far back it would pull him, he would struggle to regain any of it really, or much of it. Evie seems to be fighting the back end, but he's hanging on with Nick Arrow. So I do think it's pretty even between the two tyres, maybe.
Yeah, well, there's not much action on track right now. The weather.
Evie and Nick are the closest people, that's why I'm staying on board with them at the moment. Just keeping an eye on what's happening, as they are the closest pair currently on track. Yeah, I've got Red Devil that's just edging into the second mark on Edge. He's now closing right up. So got another battle that looks like it might start, and Red Devil's on much fresher tyres as well. Edge has got 12 lap hold and Red Devil's on 5, so I'd expect Red Devil to probably get that position before the end of the race.
Yeah, tricky conditions. As I say, Hungary does provide, well, it can, and it has provide some weather, but
Out on the back of Josh. I think Cloud's going to look for, probably want to look for a move down this straight, as he did look quicker around them final couple of corners. Then Josh Rose ahead of him, and he is on tyres half the age of Josh. So he is going to make the move. Can he make it stick? Yeah, he can. He managed to get the brake in, keep it nice and tidy under braking in the wet conditions. So it's, you can still make a last minute. Well, it's not sort of last minute, but a late move.
Cloud is on
It's not treacherous.
On a rampage.
Yeah, he's pushing. I mean, he's got a fair chunk to catch up to the leader, but he could potentially bag himself a P2 here, because Supply's got that 3-second time penalty. So if he doesn't pick one up himself, all he needs to do is get within 3 seconds. And he is on tyres that are half the age as well. The two guys up front are on 14 lap hold.
It's interesting. 12 seconds now. There's 5 laps to go. Once they've completed this lap.
He's chopping it away.
Yeah,
to Supply Raptor.
Yeah, every couple of corners, it's coming right down. Yeah, Josh Rose.
Even after picking up a bit of damage and dropping right back, and then the conditions changing, he's still on for finishing in a very good position. I mean, he's pretty much got the podium. As long as he stays penalty free, because Josh Rose is still within that penalty range. He's only 2 seconds behind him.
It's going to be close at the end if it keeps going down like this.
Yeah, it's gone from 4. I'm on the interval between each car. I need to put it onto leader.
1.4. I think this is the kind of scenario that would appeal to someone like Cloud, you know, something to aim for.
I'm on board with him, and he looks pretty solid, like planted. He's got the setup for it. He's confident through their windy section in sector 2. So he's coming up to the hairpin now. He can sort of, it just looks like he can fling the car in and it's sticking for him. Because we've got a slow moving, it looked like a slow moving supply in front there. Yeah, it is, because he's right behind him. So supplies at a moment. By the looks of it there, because he was going pretty slowly just before the pit entrance. And he's now ghosted. It didn't come up saying he left.
Yeah. Well, just try and get back in.
Yeah, it hasn't said he's left, but he is ghosted, so I'll send him one just in case.
So 10.2.
Oh, he's joined. Yeah, see? This game's, that's another one. I didn't see it come up saying
same,
that supply left. That's another one. We do apologise, guys, if you can hear us. It's not telling us that you've left. That time it did.
Yeah, that time it did, yeah. But, yeah, there's not much happening really other than the Clouds comeback on the race leader. Do you think he's going to do it, or do you think the leader's going to hold on?
The tyre difference, he's bang on half the age. He's on 8 and Zyro's on 16. So, I don't think he's going to have enough lappage. But he is taking big chunks of time off. So I think if he is going to do it, it'll be last lap. He gets up there last lap, and it'll be a last lap battle. But I think that's a big ask. I think he'll be happy with the P2. After the start, you know, the couple of little bumps and scrapes with his teammate, picking up a bit of wing damage, and then needing to have the wing replaced, I think he'll be quite happy with the second.
Sketchy race for a few of these drivers, though. Supply Raptors.
Yes, left again. He is having major issues. His internet,
yeah, it's not very good tonight.
So you're not racing tonight, my friend. Hey, is it?
I tell you
what. The end of 33, so there's 2 whole laps.
7.7 seconds now, though.
He's knocked a second off up to this point since the start of last lap.
He's gonna run out of laps, isn't he? I think you know, you might get it under 5 seconds, but unless Zero's tires literally pop, I think he's probably got this. Supply Raptor has been overtaken by Konami. Konami obviously making the most of that ghosting. Konami pitted for fresh tyres. He's down to 4th. Where was he when he pit? Wasn't he 2nd?
Yeah.
So the pit stop hasn't helped.
He's on wets.
Yeah, the pit stop hasn't really helped him, has it? He's on the wet tyres, though. Oh!
And Cyro's picked up a... Oh, get right then. Now that could be a game changer.
Well, there's a lap and a half to go.
He's 7 seconds away. He's 7 seconds away. He's got a knock off.
Oh, I tell you, he's going to be absolutely fuming if he does not get this victory.
He's going to be... Now he's seen that, he's going to be pushing.
We got damage. Nick Arrow, is that a minute? He's, where the hell's he got damage there? Maybe he's got damage, maybe he's touched the inside of turn 5, the curb at turn 5. And just spun it. 6.3. It's not gonna. .1.
Arrows just lost the positions at EV. I think I've just seen them two swap.
It's not. I mean, he's got next to no bloody front wing, so
Yeah. Missing pretty much the whole of that right side.
But yeah, it's gonna be job done for the kick side. I mean, he's driven really well, hasn't he? Once he got past Luke, he sailed off. I mean, to be fair, he was pretty comfortable.
There's no screen.
Yeah, prior to the safety car, he was pretty comfortable. He's definitely a deserving winner tonight. He stayed out. He's the only one, I think, that stayed out on the same set. So, strategy. I mean, look at the gap now. 4.7. 4.7.
Yeah, another lap.
Yeah.
Is all Cloud needed.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think.
But he's going to get the victory, his first victory in the league. Congratulations. Great drive. And
as he crosses the line.
To be fair, Cloud, good pace. Josh Rosen's going to pick up that final podium. Considering,
I mean, it was damage limitation for Cloud, wasn't it, after the first stint? So
yeah, but Josh Rose was right down there at the back because he boxed really early.
He didn't have the best of starts as well, did he? He went for them mediums quite early.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Arrow that's been the unfortunate one and been the biggest loser out of the two Aston Martins that started at the front.
Yeah, and they're just going to come around.
Yeah, he's just come around in the 8th. Yeah, he's going to drop though with his penalties to P9.
Yeah, and Ted's going to be the final spot. Red Devil.
Oh, Red Devil, why have you done that? I will clip it. I will clip it. I've got it.
Red Devil? Oh.
I've got it. I've got it. I've clipped it. So I've got it before it did that. I think it was 7th, but I've got the clip, so I'll have a look at that afterwards for you. I've just clipped there, so we'll see where it was before he switched. Yeah, we did. We sort of, like before the race, when we were saying what sort of weather, say how I'd like to see a dry qualifying and mixed condition race, and that's how it ended up. Maybe we won't say it. Maybe the game listens.
Yeah, well, congratulations to our podium. There's not going to be any interviews because it's 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's the last time that we have it at this early. It would normally be 3:30.
Yeah, well, let's not go there.
Yeah, let's leave that for another week.
Well, that's it. Well, that'll be me done commentating because you'll be back with Ryan next week. So happy days with that. Yeah, congratulations to our top 3. And
we'll be back for Japan next week.
Yeah, Japan next week. Obviously, we've got
round 6. The end of that race will mark the halfway point for the current season.
Obviously, we've got the European lads on Wednesday doing their stuff around Hungary. So yeah, I think Hungary. I think it's just one of those tracks where you need dry weather, don't you? Because it's such a tough track anyway to overtake. So
yeah,
in the wet, it's just pretty much a procession. But yeah, congratulations to our team, to podiums. Lanky, thanks for commentating. And
pleasure as always.
We'll be live next on Wednesday. The video will be uploaded to YouTube directly after this race, and we'll see you Wednesday.